So the reason why they are enriching seed banks is so that if they don't give you seed, then you lack food. It's just a matter of waiting for one more season, and then you will all beg and bow to them. And you realize that the world, God created food to be taken with thanksgiving. But now it is to be controlled from a central place. And the world is being pushed to a place where they can bow to one major entity. And just as it was experimented with corona, they are now going to experiment the same with food. And food is a product of seeds. So if they control seed, they control food distribution in the entire world. So they control what's food and who doesn't have food. And they are able to push nations to their knees by just denying them food, denying them food, but they will not deny them the processed food, deny them the ability to produce their own seed. And that's why you hear some of the GMO crops, when you grow them, that soil cannot sustain the indigenous crops. Why? Because it has to be now securely uh, under the hands of the people that control the GMO seeds. Actually, in the world today, Bill Gates holds the largest reservoir of seed. He has the largest seed bank in the world, and he controls the research. Let me read you something. Maybe you'll understand. Let me read you something that may make you understand what I'm talking about. When it comes to seed, is actually a very serious thing in the world today. There is um, uh, a very serious war that is going on. And when you see them coming, because in Africa it is actually where we have more arable land, more arable land. uh-huh. So you can see that they want to develop an empire, an empire of seed. And there has been, the innocent trials of improving food production so that seeds may be of better qualities. They actually riding on that, which is innocent, but now they are riding on it to bring in the ones that are from the giants, the ones that are from demonic origins, so that there are food or foods that do not belong to pure human beings, but they belong to the corrupted creatures. Remember, in the days of Noah, in the days of Lot, the Bible is very clear that in the end time, it will be like the days of Noah, the days of Lot. Why did we have the Sodom and Gomorrah being destroyed? Why do we have the flood in the days of Noah? Because of the giants, the creatures that looked like human beings, and yet they were not human beings. And also there were the hybrids, the Nephilims, where sons of God and daughters of men gave birth to some creatures that look like human beings, but they are not human beings. The wheat and tares trying to come together, the iron and the clay trying to cling to one another, but the Bible is clear that they will not be able to mingle all of them together. It is actually a seed that God is after, because God does not work with a corrupted seed. Look at Malachi chapter number 2. The Bible says, "It is He who created you, and yet the residue of the Spirit." And when men and women come together, they complete, and God releases the residue of the Spirit. And man is a spiritual being, not just a physical body walking on earth. Is a spiritual being. And God completes that with the residue of the Spirit that He remained with. And now we have come to the place where they would like homosexuality, lesbianism to be brought in the mainstream of life, so that people will begin to confuse that which is of God, because God created male and female, post up, nothing more than that. And so the nations that are pushing for LGBT movements and other kinds of confusions, they are actually working towards a rebellion of the Antichrist. It's the spirit of Antichrist at work. The Bible says the mystery of iniquity does still work, but it has not yet been revealed. It will continue to be under pressure to remain in the backstage until we are taken out of the way, because it is the church, the spirit of God in the church, that is pushing back. That is why we don't believe in interfaith. We don't interfaith, where you bring in Christianity, Hinduism, Islam, and you band them together, and you say that these are religious leaders. We allow you to have them as religious leaders. As the Church of Jesus Christ, we don't belong to any of the religions. We belong to God Himself. And because that is a mystery that nobody can understand unless you have the Spirit of God, then we allow them. Actually, let me tell you, when the Antichrist will try to control the world, or will begin to control the world, the interfaith movements world over will play a key role in persecuting the people that are not going to agree to lower their standards, to come to the same level with the other religious beliefs. They will begin to persecute them, so that they will be seen to be doing what they should do by those that are paying them to remain within the interfaith movements world over. And so it is actually an enemy of the church. It is not